Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Royal biographer Gareth Russell tells Us Weekly, Prince Harry allegedly still wants and expects a full apology and, recollections may vary, continues to be the royals' perspective on things as much as we can tell. Russell weighed in if we can expect a visit from Harry to the UK on the anniversary of Queen Elizabeth's death. I suppose we'll find out one way or another someday whether they were invited, but I would be stunned if they had said yes and went to it. If Harry doesn't make it in September, will he attend the celebrations of his father's 75th birthday in November? Royal commentator Angela Levin says, Charles would want Harry and Meghan's children there. If Harry and Meghan want to make an excuse, that's their decision. If Harry wants to get an apology, then he can get lost. He could go on his own and bring Archie with him. He's a big boy now and he could see his cousins. Insiders have said the royal family is rooting for the couple's success and wish them the best, but a public relations expert has said this support may not be wholehearted as it appears. Speaking to the Daily Mirror US, Matt Yanofsky said there could be a passive-aggressive tone behind the family's backing. The PR expert told the publication that while it is impossible to know the royal family's true motivation, choosing to wish the Duchess of Sussex the best sounded like solely PR. He said, wishing Meghan the best is the most passive-aggressive public relations speak I've ever read. Royal sources have suggested the firm's backing is motivated by self-preservation, with fears reportedly mounting behind the scenes that the couple may resort to mudslinging to stay relevant if their media careers fail. Mr. Yanofsky warned that the family's statement wishing them the best was not conducive to preventing this kind of backlash and claimed that it appeared to be a thinly veiled swipe at the Duchess. He said, they're saying they wish her the best because they want the public to know she's struggling without the royals. Palace Intrigue will be right back. The CBC wrote about royal podcasts. Hi guys, starting by mentioning Tea Talks with the Duchess and Sarah involving the ex-wife of King Charles' brother Prince Andrew chatting with her friend Sarah Thompson. The podcast, which launched in late May, has also offered up details on the Duchess's family life, present and past, whether she is playing with her nearly 2-year-old granddaughter Sienna or remembering her late former sister-in-law Diana. Adam Hurd, a senior lecturer in journalism at the University of the West of England in Bristol, said of royal podcasts, I think from a perspective of marketing these things, having the royal name is always going to give any podcast a huge head start on the vast majority of others. I think the real test is how many of them are around a year or two after being launched. We'll point out we're still here, and Meghan's podcast is not. Sandy Waugh, head of podcasting and a senior lecturer in journalism at City University of London, said not to worry about a Prince William podcast. One of the things about podcasts is it's there permanently. So you've got to think about the longevity of this. William is probably starting to think more about positioning himself, so nothing he says now is going to come back and haunt him in future years when he's wearing that crown on his head. I can see William and Kate thinking that may be something that we want to do more of later on because it is this wonderful, direct, personal, intimate way of talking to people, but they would just need to judge their moment and what they're talking about because everything is so fraught with nuance when you're talking about the royal family. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please head on over to YouTube or youtube.com and do a search for Palace Intrigue and hit that subscribe button. It will really help us out. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue. Good times.